Hello everybody and welcome to another installment of the NASCAR Pokemon Cup Series right here on P2 London. We're here live at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the regular guys 6, 7, 8, 500. With every time we've raced at Indy, it's been a wreck fest, and I expect another wreck fest to be held today. What twists and turns will be appearing here at Indy? We will see. On the pole today, it is the 24 of Dom Capps. On the outside is the 55 Joey Murphy. Starting third is the 25 of Justin Williams, and fourth is the 2 of Ryan Acosta. In fifth is the 4 of James Shelley, and 6 is the 16 Alan Smith. Seventh is the 33 Nicole Williams, and 8th is the 7 of Bill Flickinger. Starting ninth is the 27 of Charles Sanford, and rounding out the top 10, the 11 of Trevor Harvey. Another notables to watch out, there's Scott Ferguson starting in 15th, Pichu starts 16th, and Leo Walker starts 27th. Hayden Klein starts 28th. George Rourke starts 29th. And host driver Jacob Lawler, I think, is starting in 31st. And rounding out the entire field, Kenny Bale rounds out the entire field in 42nd. I accidentally skipped over the command, but we just got the start of the race. Driver, start your engines. Yeah, sorry I skipped over the command a bit. These walls are some of the deadliest in the NR 2003 community because they could cause wrecks very easily. Who will be the victims? It will be who will be the last man standing basically here at Indianapolis. This will probably be a last man standing race. Here we go. Dom Capps leads us to 24 laps. The 24 starts 24 laps. Get it? 24, the number of Jeff Gordon's number. Here we go, folks. Gonna get underway at Indy. And the green flag is out. We're underway at Indy. And I don't know if either Dom Capps got a good start or Justin Williams must have not gotten a great start. Capps leading, but here comes first turn. Ooh, there's a lot of bumping. I told you these walls were like deadly. Here's the second turn. And already there's a spin with Nicole Williams and James Shelley. There's already a spin. There may be more back there. We don't know. There comes the second turn. We're going to come to the second turn. Does Capps make it through? And kinda he does. Kinda does. And here we go, one more turn to pass, and leading towards the stripe under caution is going to be Dom Capps. He just made it through with little scratches. And there you see the 2 and 13 Seth Cole was involved. And I think there was only one wreck here. I think there was only one wreck. I'm surprised. I thought there would be like 2 more. Let's go on board with Nicole. Let's see the replay here and show you what happened, where the moment of wall was hitting. There they come towards the second turn. Nicole Williams had a run on the bottom, tried to pass the 2 of Ryan Acosta, but Acosta gets into Nicole Williams right here, spins her out, and then there was a wreck in the wreck, as some drivers do make it out, including Scott Ferguson. Bill Flickinger was held up back there. This is where Seth Cole hit it. Mason Wood, John McNamara, Chris Dollarton were hit. I think another driver was hit. Oh boy, they had to avoid that quickly. Good job those guys to avoid it so quick. My goodness.
Wow.
Any other drivers? Yeah, I don't think no other driver wrecked, so I'm surprised. Oh, Lily Erickson got hit. What happened to her? Oh, boy. There was more carnage in the back, as it turns out. There you see Lily Erickson getting clips on... Oh my goodness. Oh, boy. Erickson gets into Ospina, and Ospina hits hard. And I think he flew into the pits. And he did fly into pit road, as he got hit by Nicole Williams. Wow. And look at this. His pit stall's right there. Wow. 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 That's got to be one of the most spectacular wrecks we've ever seen in a Pokemon Cup series. Here it is from TV1 view. There you see Erickson spinning. Oh boy, that was a huge hard hit for Ospina. Nicole Williams could not avoid that. And there Ospina flips over pit road. And wow, I mean, just a what a wreck. I mean, whoa. And he was lucky enough to land on his own pit stall. And let's get one more view from the TV2 camera. What a hard hit. Look at that. That was one hard hit from Diego Ospina. Nicole Williams could not avoid that. Like I said, flips over a couple of times, and he lands on his stall. Wow. Just wow. I don't know if you can see it from here, but here's one from the spectator view. Yikes. Let's go on board with Diego Ospina. Wow. Let's go on board now with Nicole Williams. And how did McNamara avoid all that? How did John McNamara avoided it? Wow. We'll get to him later, but first let's see an onboard camera from Lily Erickson. Now an onboard camera with John McNamara. Wow, what a save there. What an astonishing wreck here by Ospina. My goodness, that was a hard hit off that, and there was carnage after that. And wow, I thought there wasn't, but wow. Nicole Williams, Ryan Acosta, Seth Cole, Ospina, and Erickson retired from the race after those wrecks. And we expect to see more to come here from Indianapolis, as we're about to get under green. And no one takes risk of pit stalls. I don't think anybody took a risk of pit stops yet. No one took the risk of pit stops yet. So we're going to continue with the race. So let's get back to racing, folks, here at Indianapolis. We still got about like 20 to go here. And Dom Capps leads us to the field, to the green again. Here we go, folks. Green flag will be out for Dom Capps. And the green is out again here at Indy. Here comes the first turn. They have to be careful of each and every turn. But they are almost never careful. But who's victim? Oh, Capps is in there, and he spins, and he tries saving it. He does not save it, and a big wreck happens in the back. Dom Capps spun out. Wow. Oh, man, that's got to be tough for him. And here's James Shelley. Can he go through this turn? And he does. Wow, James Shelley, a lucky man here, folks, as he gets through all that. He scrapes a little bit of the wall, but doesn't matter. He's going to lead us to the caution flag again. Wow. Tough break for Dom Capps. He was the unlucky victim of that wall. And if he's got someone to blame, he's got Mason Wood to blame him for pushing him into the wall. And look at this. Here it is. Dom Capps and Mason Wood. And Dom tries to save it, and he just couldn't. Spins out on the backfield. And as for the wreck in the back, there's Bill Flickinger. Pichu, Rohit Bay Darby were also involved. Here it is again, as you see them going too wide. Alan Smith was the one that spun Flickinger into the wall. And Jake Williams, nice save. Wow, we got to look at that again back there. I think Jake Williams got through Mason Wood by a hair. So did Ryan Richards. Not Kenny Bale, though, and two of the BK Racers have wrecked out. And the 17 has also spun Mason Wood. Chris Dollarton, and the 6 is also involved. That's Zach Flickinger. I think that was Jake Williams that got through barely the 55. Gotta see that again. Yeah, he did. Let's see how close it is. Wow. Whoa, he was literally almost on the tire, on the bumper of Mason Wood. Look how close he was. Look how close he was. I mean, that was damn close. He made it through, and he made it through Dom Capps to get second. What a save for the 20. A nice save there. But will anybody be pitting? And a lot of drivers are pitting. They are going to be pitting. And there'll be pit stops now under the caution flag. Let's see if anybody stays out. Not to my knowledge, no. Everyone's not taking any chances. No one's taking any chances at this point. Dang, I had Dame Shelley. There we go. Everyone's pitting. There you see them drivers going to the pit lane. And you see Pollard and the others. Let's see if someone gets out there first. Shelley finally enters his stall, and so does Jake Williams. No, Justin Williams, I think. It's Justin Williams. I think we know who comes out first. It is Jake Williams. Easily, Jake Williams makes it out first. The 14 follows him. Where is the 4th, James Shelley? Oh, he's having trouble in the pits. Oh, that's going to be a very bad day for Shelley. He has a little trouble in the pits. In fact, some drivers have trouble with tires, and now that Shelley's finally out. Tough break for James Shelley. Lost a ton of spots. Justin Williams delayed call. Capps and Wood are going to stay for a while because of damage. So a bad pit stop here for James Shelley. He's going to lose the lead. Jake Williams waited patiently and had good pit strategy, and now he is your leader. Now he's your leader. And where did Shelley drop to? 17th. Ouch. Not a good pit stop for him, like I said. And drivers retired: Bill Flickinger, Chris Dollarton, Marshall Race, Mary Cole, Zach Flickinger, Kenny Bale, and Nicole Williams retired. Pichu and Jacob Lawler are still a lap down. Don't know if they're going to be on the bottom when the leaders come to the green flag. And speaking of the green, they are going to be on the bottom. They are going to be on the bottom for this race. So it's going to be a pretty interesting start here when we get back under green. Jake Williams, who made it through Dom Capps and Mason Wood, the wreck before, who took the caution flag second, is now the leader here, taking us to the green flag. There you see the 14 right behind him. And now here we go, as lap cars will be on the bottom for this lap, and the green is out again here at the Brickyard. The top two just zoomed them by easily, so no surprise there, not a factor at all. And they may cause a bigger wreck in the back, just saying. Hayden Klein is the 1-2. This is impressive. A good comeback for him. Here comes the second turn. He makes it through. They all make it through. He's going to try to find a passing lane as little as he can. There's a wreck in the back already. We'll get to that later. Here comes the final next turn as the 14 tries to make a move. Here comes the second wall. Oh, good advantage there. And Hayden Klein takes it away from Jake Williams. And he's starting up his comeback tour with a bang as he'll take the caution flag down at the Brickyard. We'll get about more of Hayden Klein in just a sec, but first, let's get to the troubles. Let's get to that wreck. The wreck we talked about earlier. So trying to reach to the wreck. Where was the wreck held? It was around here. Joey Murphy gets hit by Steve, and Joey Murphy's bad day continues. He gets clipped by Steve Pollard. Then the 56 Tim Fralick gets a hit as well. Pollard spins. Ryan Richards tries everything he can to avoid damage. And I guess those were the only two that wrecked out, as there's only few drivers left to compete for the win. Oh no, oh, whoa, 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 there was another one. There apparently was another one. And it was a little bigger. There you see the 25 John Radican gets into Luke Walker. Jordan Davis spins. Emma White is hit as well. And they all spin. Jake Williams spins. There's Aaron Williams spinning. A lot of smoke and a lot of struck tire marks around the course. Oh, and they get, and a huge pile up. A huge pile up in the back. There's the host driver, Jacob Lawler. A huge pile up. My goodness. A huge pile up in the back. That's really ugly. And some of the others are pitting. Wow. And like I said, I expected this to be a wreck fest, and Hayden Klein knew about it, and he took advantage of it and made the pass under caution. No, before the caution. Stephen Pollard third, Emma White, James Shelley, Justin Williams, Joey Murphy, John Radican, Peach, Aaron Williams, Jake Smith, Mason Woods, and Steve Pollard, John McNamara, and Jacob Lawler all retired. I don't know about Pichu. He's a lap down. We don't know about Pichu at this point. No, Pichu's back here. He's going to be in the middle line. He's going to be in the middle of the pack. Oh boy, that's going to be trouble. Going to be a lot of trouble for those drivers in the back. Oh boy. Only 19 drivers are left in the field. That's less than half of the field we started with. How interesting. So a lot of drivers, so not many drivers are left. Hayden Klein, your leader, his comeback tour is getting off on the right foot so far. He was from season 2 and he got, I think, a win or two maybe from that series. He didn't compete in the first 10 races. He didn't compete in the signups. He didn't compete in the first 10 races. He didn't compete in the first 10 races this season. But when the 14 was opened up, he took it. He won it on the drawing, and he's back in the Pokemon Cup Series and is looking to make most of his comeback tour. Here we go, folks. 9 laps to go here at the Brickyard. Not much is left. Here we go. Green flag is out at the Brickyard. Who will make the big move? Top 2 drivers got a good start. It's between these two, obviously. Still clean so far, but we head over to the next turn. Here we go. Do they make it out? Debris flying over, but I don't see a caution. And now Abby Sachs tries to go for second, maybe even the lead. Here comes the next turn. And they had a little bit of damage, and no, they spin. Jordan Davis, Rod Houston spin. And yet again, that is going to bring up a caution. And Rohit Darbu moves to second, but Hayden Klein leads to the stripe again. And we're only going to have a couple laps to go here at the Indy to determine our winner. Meanwhile, here's the caution. Jordan Davis and Rod Houston, they get together. Alan Smith gets a piece. Oh, Pichu made it through. But Ryan Richards, Scott Ferguson, and Luke Walker were not so lucky. And neither was Dom Capps, who, by the way, was flipping. And it happened earlier. Oh, we got into Ryan Richards on the wall. They spin each other. Fralick flips Capps over. And, ooh. And a little bit of car sex there. Weird. And Luke Walker, Fralick, Richards have retired. Jordan Davis, Rod Houston, Dom Capps retired. Only 12 drivers are left in the field. And only very few of them could catch up to the leader and win this race. Any one of these could win. So it's going to be pretty dang tough. And we might get back under green. Yeah, we are going to get back into green with 4 laps to go. The next flag ends the race. Next flag ends the race with 4 laps to go. And the competitors left here at the Brickyard: Hayden Klein, Rohit Darbu, Avi Sachs, Trevor Harvey, Jake Williams, Charles Sanfer, Dylan Young, George Wark, Alan Smith, Gene Sanfer, Pichu's a lap down, Scott Ferguson, and Leah Walker both had damage. 4 to go here at the Brickyard. Will Hayden Klein start off his comeback tour with a win? Here we go. Green is out again with 4 to go, and he got the start he needed. If there's a caution out, he has to maintain his speed throughout until the checkered flag waves. Rohit Darbu doing everything he can to avoid Avi Sachs from passing him for second. Some damage in the back. No real damage done. No real harm done to bring out a caution yet. Darbu catching up to the 14. Can he do it? Here comes the last turn. Oh, and Avi Sachs spins, and I think that might have been the race. They all both spin, and then that might have been the race. And the caution is out, and Hayden Klein is out in front, and I think he might just win this race. And I knew it. There was going to be another wreck between these drivers. And Avi Sachs was the victim. Wow. What a surprise twist. Running in the top 5, and then this happened. You see here as he tries to make a move for the second spot, and then he gets clipped. Jake Williams also clipped as well. And Dylan Young could not avoid that, and he gets hit from Avi Sachs. Rest spin out. Gene Sanfer made it through, and the others must have made it through. Yikes. And Avi Sachs was going to get a top 5 until that happened. If Hayden Klein doesn't pit, at this point he might be your winner here. And we only officially... Wow, oil line by Avi Sachs. I've never had that driver retired with an oil line before. Only 8 lead lap drivers finished the race. That's right. Only 8 lead lap drivers finished the race. There's not 9 if you count Peach. There's 9 total drivers to survive There's 9 total drivers that survived the Brickyard. If you count Pichu as a lap down. But he'll be finishing 11th outside the top 10. Oh no, he's moving up to 10th. He might even move up to 9th. We'll see. So, wow, what a surprise wreck fest here at the Brickyard. And Hayden Klein, in just his second start this season, might just win the Brickyard. And he's not gonna pit, and he will win the Brickyard. And off the final turn, and his comeback tour begins with a bang. Hayden Klein wins at the Brickyard. And congrats to the 14 team on a marvelous victory here at Indianapolis. Rohit Vaidarvu, Trevor Harvey, George Rorkin, Charles Sanford, top 5. Jake Williams, Scott Ferguson, Alan Smith, Pete Chu, and Abby Sachs, the top 10. And like I said, only 8 lead lap drivers survived here at the Brickyard. 9 if you count Pete Chu as a lap down. And you see here the rest of the field wrecked out. Not a surprise that it was a wreck fest here at the Brickyard, and this is probably the track to go to for demolition derbies. Yeah. So congrats to Hayden Klein finally winning again here in the Pokemon Cup Series. The next race will be at Orange City Speedway, once a playoff race, and now it's part of the regular season. And we've had great racing at Orange City, and I can't wait to go in. And then after Orange City, we head to Arizona Speedway, the new Arizona Speedway, a new track in the series. And then we have our 100th Pokemon Cup Series' 100th race at Lowe's Motor Speedway. But first we got to get through Orange City in Arizona, so hope you guys